Hello and welcome to Spread Book Joy. This is my very first reading vlog. If you're new to the channel, I'm Jack, a qualified primary school teacher who looks to spread the joy of books and reading as far and wide as possible. And today I'm doing my very first reading vlog. This might be a bit shaky because I'm holding it up with my hand as I realise I didn't film an intro. And it's my first reading vlog and I learned a lot doing it. One of the things was I learned not to tip my phone in portrait. So some of the footage is in portrait and I apologise, but it is all a learning experience and I just hope you enjoy it. Morning. It's Saturday morning. It's about 10 to 10 and I'm going to do an online lecture kind of meeting with a group of reviewers that I'm just being introduced to, and a critical reviewing of children's literature. So I'm really looking forward to it, but I've got a weekend of crazy reading, so I'm going to vlog, which I've never done before. I love reading vlogs. I love people's vlogs about their reading. And Rachel Stevens, who's one of my favourite YouTubers, she did a vlogging course recently, which I would recommend. It was free and I think she has it up on her website. I'll put a link for people who are interested. But she suggested that vlogging is really successful when it tells a story, which of course it is. Everything's about a story, right? So, you know, there should be an aim by the end of it. I have got the biggest bunch of reading I've got to do all weekend. I've kind of overcommitted myself and I'm starting a new job, sort of. I'm signed up to a tutoring agency and I'm doing a lot of induction work for them, and I'm starting with some tutees this week. So I've kind of got a lot going on, so I thought I would vlog about it because I do have a bit of a story. So will I get through the reading? Will I not? Anyway, I've got about 10 minutes before I've got to go into this lecture. I've got to eat my croissant and then I'm going to be on this lecture for a couple of hours. So I'll come back to you after that. Bye. So I just finished working out in my bullet journal because, of course, I have a bullet journal. I'm a book reviewer, I'm a book geek, I'm a stationery nerd. Anyway, I've been working out my reading that I've committed to. So if you're not someone who sort of has a YouTube channel or Bookstagrammer or anything like that, if you like watching these things, there are certain places you can get books to review. You can join read-alongs, all sorts and sorts of things. And I try not to commit to too many things because I'm very much a mood reader, and I might do a mood reading tag actually, because Ariel from Reading and Whatnot did one a little while ago and it looked quite good. But anyway, I like to go with my mood when I'm reading, because if I'm bored of something or if I've got something I'm particularly interested in, I just like to follow that rabbit hole really. Anyway, so I try not to sign up for too many things, to commit to too many things, but I also do like to be part of the community, and for some reason I've just overcommitted myself massively. So I'll let you know, this is what I've got to do at the moment. So there's a really great group online called the Tandem Collective. I only discovered them recently. If you sign up for their newsletter, you can join in lots of read-alongs. The idea is really they're a social media marketing company for publishers, because they work with small influencers, micro-influencers as you would call them, and I'm a micro influencer on Instagram, and you can sign up for these read-alongs, and I've signed up for a few. I've never got them until well, one of them is a sign up that anyone can sign up for, because it's an audio book. It's called Plots and Pastimes, the group. Really, really lovely. And I've never listened to a crime novel, and this month is a crime novel, and it sounded really good. And then I actually signed up for some of their read-alongs where they send you the book and prompts and things like that. And I got it. I got one. I've never got one before. Wasn't expecting to. And it's for Letters of Note. Now, I found the Letters of Note website some years ago, and it's amazing. It's all beautifully curated letters from famous people, beautifully written and tagged with all these different like topics that you can explore, letters on love and letters on grief and things like that. And it's a beautiful thing. And they've got a book which I've always wanted to buy and I never bought, and Letters of Note came up as one of the things. They're doing a whole series of them, and they're going to be niching down into specific areas. And the funny thing is, mine came yesterday. I was like, you're in it, you're going to be in a group, and I was like, this is amazing. But I didn't quite check exactly. I didn't realise they were going to be sending us the single volumes that are on a specific topic, because I didn't read it properly. Don't ever not read it properly. And the topic I got was, and it's probably going to be back to front because I'm filming, this is why I'm getting distracted by my own thing on the dogs. If you know me, I've got a cat. I don't have a dog. Now, I do love dogs. I want a dog. We just don't have room for one or time for one. So I got the dogs one. So I've got to read this in a couple of sittings, post in the DMs group about it. And yeah, it surprised me when it turned up. Not because I'm not into it, but I just wasn't expecting it to be a specific topic, and it's all about dogs. Anyway, that's that one. This one's got to be done probably this weekend. So this one's high up on the list. Next thing is this, The Hat Makers, which I am loving. I got out from the library a few weeks ago, and it's due back at the library on Monday. I could probably renew it, but I also want to get some other books out of the library. So this one, I'm halfway through. And it's good. It's pretty good. Yeah, so Hat Makers, I want to read that. Then the other thing is, oh yeah, I don't have it here, but I'll put a thing up. So I've joined a read-along group for James Joyce. I've never read any James Joyce, and I feel like as someone of Irish heritage, that's a travesty. But he's always frightened me a little bit. But there's a lovely Instagrammer, and she's called Chris, and I've forgotten her Instagram handle. Lit Reader Notes. Anyway, I'll link this below, but she's a big fan of James Joyce, and she's read loads by him, and she's leading a discussion group on James Joyce, and they're starting with The Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man, which is very short. Doesn't mean it's going to be not heavy. We're discussing chapter 1 on Wednesday. That's one I'm going to have to read and make notes on and think about a lot. And then the other things are, because there are more, 2 NetGalley books. So NetGalley, if you're unfamiliar with it, is anyone can sign up for a NetGalley account. You go online and you sign up for a NetGalley account, and you can request to review e-ARCs, advanced reader copies of books that are on there. You might not always get permission to read them, but some of them they just bang up and anyone can read, but some of them you might have to ask for permission, and the publisher will check your stats on social media and see if they will give it to you. But I've got 2 of those on the go. One of them I didn't think I was going to get. And the problem is you've got to read them and review them and turn it around, because you get a percentage of how successful a reviewer you are, and that percentage goes up and down depending on if you've reviewed it or not. If you don't review it, your percentage goes down, and then they don't give you things going forward. Anyway, you get a score. And the last thing is, I'm doing a buddy read of the Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Meyer with another friend of mine on Instagram, and I'm already late. I should have read Cress in April, and I didn't. I've got it, and it's come on my library app, so I've got that to do. So I've got to try and prioritise, and I'm going to work out a little plan of what needs to be read this weekend and this week. So yeah, this is why I'm saying this reading blog, vlog, probably an opportunity for me to do it. Let's see if I can get through it all, and also it gives you an idea into how life can get hectic as a reviewer or Instagram or Booktuber if you don't plan very carefully. Haven't got my mic plugged in, but I thought I'd show you this ridiculous thing in my hair because I've just done some filming that I also had to do for something that's coming up on Booktube. It's not on my channel, it's on someone else's, and it's hilariously funny, and I can't talk about it right now, but when it comes out I'll mention it or link to it in one of my videos. And I've just got this caught in my hair. The trials and tribulations of a bookstagrammer or a booktuber. Good morning. It is about 10 a.m. on Sunday, and I'm late getting up out of bed because I laid in bed finishing The Hatmakers, and I finished the entire book. This beautiful cover, absolutely stunning. So, and it was about 350 pages, and I was halfway through, so I did all that reading this morning, which was great, and I really enjoyed it. It's interesting. It's an interesting book. Really good children's fantasy. I think children will really enjoy it, and yeah, I'm going to do a review of it. So today I've got to film a review of this. I've got to do some photos of this for my Instagram because I'm going to take it back to the library, hopefully tomorrow, maybe Tuesday, but it's done. So that's one thing ticked off my list. The other thing I've got to do then is finish off Letters of Note, but I've also got to go to the market. We're going to go to the farmer's market. I might bring you along. Going to be a bit strange. This whole vlogging thing, filming and talking to the camera all the time and snippets here and there, it's been very interesting, I have to say. Hopefully it all comes together and looks nice, because if it doesn't come together and look nice, then this has been a bit of a pain, but but yeah, it's also kept me on track with my reading, so that's one good thing I'd have to say about it, because if I wasn't vlogging and having that accountability, I might not have kept up with the reading. So finish this today, I'm going to finish this today, and then hopefully the James Joyce, make a start on James Joyce, do all my filming, and start listening to the T.M. Logan book, the other read along I'm part of. It's an audio book, because I've got to start that. That's well behind. Let's see what the day brings. At least it's sunny today, not raining.
Very much.
Today's a stunning day. I've got half of this to read, which I think I will try and do in the garden. Just a little bit about this book. So Letters of Note, which I spoke about briefly. They're letters from famous people about their dogs, and it's been really, really good. I've really enjoyed it. I think I've just got to finish this off. I'm going to do a bit of this in the garden. Read the blowing on my microphone, but But it's been really good so far. I've got half of it to read, and because I've finished the Hat Makers, I'm not too worried about finishing this off today, and then hopefully I will get to the chapter of James Joyce by the end of the day today. I've also got to do some filming, so I've got to do some filming for my midweek review video. We'll see how Sunday goes. But so far it's gone really nicely. Good morning, happy Monday. I'm just making coffee, and I'm not going to be vlogging much today because I've got lots of studying to do. I've got some maths training that I need to do, so I'm going to get on with that mostly today. So I don't really want to be reading an awful lot because I'm going to be looking at numbers all day. So I'm going to listen to the audiobook T.M. Logan, Trust Me, which I started yesterday. Decided to start another middle grade because I've realised I'm really behind on my middle grade reading. So if I just do 25 minutes a day of a middle grade, which is what I try and do for my YA middle grade reads that I vlog about, try and read a little bit of one every day. So 50 pages or 25 minutes, whichever is, you know, the longer. So yeah, I'm going to do that today, and I probably won't vlog very much because it's not going to be that interesting a day for you to witness, but I'll catch up with you this evening and let you know how I've got on. So just a quick update from, it's Monday evening. I've had a day of loads of maths, and I listened to some of Trust Me, which I am enjoying once I got over my initial annoyance at the way the character acted in a certain situation, but I can see why it's relevant to the story that she acted in that way. But you know, it just was like, well, this whole thing could have just been avoided if you'd just done one simple thing anyway, but there would be no book. So but yeah, other than that, it's quite good. It's good, fast paced. It's a good thriller, fast paced, and you know, lots going on. The other thing is, I started my middle grade book, Me, My Dad and the End of the Rainbow. I just read for 10 minutes today. Just did 10 minutes. I mean, that's all you need to do every day. 10 minutes every day if you really are stuck for reading, finding time to read. But yeah, I read the 10 minutes of that, and it just seems so wonderful. Me, My Dad and the End of the Rainbow. I've been wanting to read that for ages, which I'm sure I'll do a video on at some point. And then, so, shock horror, in this week of overcommitting myself, I've just been assigned another tandem read along. It's so bizarre. I've applied for quite a few and I've never got them, and this month I've got 2 applied ones and one that I just decided to take part in because I never get the applying for ones. But it's an amazing looking book. It's the guy who wrote the 7 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. I mean, there were too many books with 7s and Evelyns in the last few years anyway. But I didn't read that, but it looked like a good book. And he's written a book set on like a pirate ship. It's kind of like a historical, I don't know if it's a mystery or drama, but there's pirates and ships and it's historical. So I am all in. Anyway, I'm not reading any more tonight, and I'm not doing anything else because my brain is fried from all this maths training that I've done. Well, it's not fried, but I've been concentrating a lot today. And it's been fun, but a lot of concentration. So yeah, I'm going to not speak to you again until tomorrow now. Hopefully, the aim of this vlog is that by Wednesday I will have done the reading that I needed to do for the portrait of an artist as a young man. I'm going to lose this little microphone as well. But anyway, this vlog probably going to be far too long. So yeah, we'll see how we go. Tuesday. Oh, so I received, I mentioned briefly that I've received, I don't know if I mentioned it already. So far so good. I'm halfway through Trust Me, which is really good. I'm enjoying it. It's a really good thriller. I mean, some issues, I always have issues with thrillers but then it's the nature of the story that people make stupid mistakes. Otherwise, they just wouldn't be any good. they're ridiculous situations, basically, aren't they? Thrillers. So anyway, the other thing is, I've got this fuzz. I've been reading Me, My Dad and the End of the Rainbow this morning. Very sweet, about 70 pages in. Lovely book. If you're not sure what it's about, it's about a boy whose parents are split up, and he finds out that his dad is gay, and so he goes on a journey to find out what that means, which, as far as I'm aware, but exactly what that might mean for his dad and for him, and what it means to be gay, I think. But I'm not sure, but that's kind of the premise of it anyway. But it's just so very sweet and really one of those books that, you know, just grabs you and pulls you in straight away. So it's very good. The other thing is, so the Tandem Collective have selected me to do one of the most amazing read-alongs, but it starts on Thursday. Today is Tuesday. I've already overcommitted to loads of stuff. So if I can get the first chapter of Portrait of an Artist as a Young Man finished, there's a very strict schedule for reading for the book, which I'm very, very excited about. And when it turns up, apparently it's going to turn up today in the post. When it turns up, I'll show you it. So it's a really exciting historical fiction book. So I'll show you it when it turns up. But it adds to the pressure this week. So this reading vlog has really stepped up a gear. I'm always wearing like headband things in my videos, because look at the fuzz. Anyway, I'm pleased about it because it means little baby hairs, which is always good. Anyway, I've not made a video yet this morning. It is Wednesday morning. It's the day I'm supposed to be taking part in a portrait of the artist, the young man conversation on Instagram. I am about a third of the way through the chapter we're supposed to have read, so I'm going to finish that off this afternoon, and I've got some training in a little while, and I had a hospital appointment this morning in central London, so I visited my first bookshop since the pandemic, and it was joyous and it was lovely. And if I have time in this video, I'll put some footage in, but if not, it will be a separate video when I do an unhaul of what I bought, because I'm not going to share it on here. This video is already far too long. Right, so what's been going on? I'm about 2/3 of the way through the T.M. Logan book, which I'm really enjoying, though the character's doing some really irritatingly stupid things. But I always find that with thrillers, as I've said, I've just got to get over that. I've arrived home to the new Tandem read-along book. So if I finish my portrait chapter and I do basically get through that part, I have to start this tomorrow. And it is so exciting. It is this book. So they sent me this, and they sent me a little knotted bracelet, 7 lucky knotted bracelet. And they sent me something which is wrapped up in here, which I will let you know what it is later, but I'm going to open it for Instagram. So exciting. They send you exciting things when you do these read-alongs. So I've got loads of stuff to do, and that means I've got to go downstairs and have my lunch now. My partner's making us some lunch. I've got a training session at 3 o'clock, and then I'm going to do loads of stuff for my Instagram, and tomorrow is all day planning my first lesson with one of my first tutees on Saturday. So I'm excited about that. I'll speak to you again soon. So it is about 6:30 in the evening on Thursday, not Wednesday, as I said this morning. So this vlog is ending. I didn't do any extra reading today because I've been getting stuff ready for my new job, and yeah, it's taken up all day and all of my headspace. So I shouldn't have done really, but I've just been, you know, doing a number of things and over egging the cake. But anyway, yeah, this morning I thought it was Wednesday, but it isn't. Today's Thursday, and yesterday I So what had I done? I intended by Wednesday to finish my Portrait of a Young Man, Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man reading, tick. Hat makers, tick. Dog's letters of note thing, tick. And TM Logan, it's the only day I've really not listened to loads of my audiobook, but I have got about an hour left. So I call that a win. I'm going to call that a win. That's going to be a tick in the column for me. And I haven't started beyond that opening little bit snippet of The Devil in the Dark Water, but that's what I'm going to do tonight. My partner's upstairs. He just got a new computer doodad virtual reality thing, so I imagine he's going to be playing some games, which will leave me plenty of time to actually read the stuff. So this is me signing off. If you like this vlog, please do click like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments if this is the kind of content that you like. I've got a really lovely video coming up of the bookshop visit I did on Wednesday, plus all the amazing books that I bought that I'm so excited about. And anyway, hopefully I'll see you again here soon. Bye!